All right, and a very good early morning or late evening. This is I guess that's what Art Bell used to say on Coast to Coast. George Norrie says that now. He says, but I say, well, I guess in L.A. it's a couple minutes before 3 a.m. So, um, I keep my hours. I've not been tired a lot lately. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Not a lot sometimes, but I do have I get myself really primed up, when before I go to the gym. And what I say is I call it going to war when I go to the gym. And I give it everything I got. So I guess the energy output combined with the food intake can wear you out. I was watching this before I get into the topic. Um, I was watching somebody uploaded Ronnie Coleman unbelievable video from like 2000. I like that. I remember when that first came out, they wanted like 30, $40 for it, and I was like, I'm not gonna spend that money to watch the giant behemoth, show what his life is like, but watch it for free. And I like, the dude was like two-time already Mr. Olympia, and he's working 8-hour shifts as a Arlington, a police officer in Texas, and it's like, god damn, how the fuck can you be a professional bodybuilder and hold a full time job, let alone be a cop? I mean, that's like, it shows him eating in his car. He's like this. I mean, the dude's literally the walking behemoth. He's quite incredible. It's a real shame that he's got to walk with like crutches. That just your body has its limitations. I mean, I guess that guy's mentality is like, dude, I'm a war. I'm gonna kill it. Like in squatting 800 pounds, and it's just that's you get older, you just that's like I know nobody wants to tone it down. We don't want to give up our gains and stuff like that, but it's like you want to be in for the long haul, and it's hard. I know because like for me, um, since I'm so naturally thin, lifting heavy is really hard. It's back breaking work. It's weird. I would say some areas like my back good, so I go really heavy with that. Um, but I notice like I'm having issues, maybe tendonitis. I think when I try to do like chins and pull ups and stuff like that, just like a lot of strain in the near the elbow. When you extend, when you're trying to extend and pull ups, because you're putting all that pressure in your arms. It's pulling up your whole body weight, and if you're not, a lot of it is like pre-genetic, disposition. To be able to. I mean, anybody can get stronger. Right? It doesn't matter, what, but some people are built, power for squatting. Some people are more built for, the better shoulders. Of course, you want to always work on your weaknesses, but you know, get a little older. I don't. Had it for a while. I remember when Andro first came out. I didn't try it. I was like, still like kind of, around 30. Wait till you get older. I'm 47, so I know young guys, everybody want to get big, but when you're helping, that can kind of like fuck with you because you got enough. Your body's producing already plenty of hormones, plenty of stuff. Um, just concentrate on if you want to focus on the diet and focus on the hitting the gym maniacally, like as much as you can go. I go to the gym sometimes twice a day. People that are heavy, if you're working out, a lot, you'll get the shape. That's good. People that are thin, if you want to get big, focus more on the nutrition. Make sure you're eating every 2 to 3 hours. I know it's hard, but I even have a little something light foods. I have bought some more tilapia today. I had a little spinach. I go kind of easy when I wake up. I do giant meals, depending. Sometimes I feel like I wake up and I'll really kind of missed a big dinner. So then at like 3, 4 in the morning, I'll just make a spinach, veggie pasta with a little bit of pesto on there, and like 3/4 of a pound, spaghetti, you know, and then go to the gym, and then start with the breakfast, oatmeal, and then wait, and then do the eggs later, the egg whites and stuff. Um, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm coming up on. I think I'm like about 170 right now. It's not much, but for me, when I know it doesn't sound like a lot, I'm like 5'9", but I watched like Samir Banu talk about it. He was on stage and won the Olympia, I think, at 185 pounds. Be it he was 5'6", I think. I think I'm 5'9". I thought it was 5'10". I gotta get my height, thing measured out. I thought I'm 5'9". Somebody said me 5'7". I mean, there's a big difference. Um, I got to figure out know exactly how tall I am. Um, I know I'm not as short as Lee Priest. Whereas Big Craig used to fuck with me and say, "Oh, he wanted me to be out like he thought I was 5'4" or something." These big guys all call you shrimp. And it's like, I didn't let it get to me, and that's what leads into our topic. Okay, all right. How not to let the chumps fuck with you. All right. How, as you know, I started this channel because I go out trying to meet women and everything like that. So, I noticed that when you start to advance, things start like either it could be probably making money or your body getting better. Um, I do notice I'm getting a lot more attention. I've gotten this many, again, I'm not brand new to this, and it's weird because I'm wearing, like I have a hoodie that I wear over, a regular form-fitting shirt. That's a little similar, kind of similar to this. But yeah, so I wear the hoodie over. Um, so it wasn't that cold. It's just, kind of, I noticed that, when you're, and I'm not bragging, but when you're a little better, well built, people tend to look because you are not amongst the norm, especially dudes. Gay people especially. Um, and that does nothing for me. But it doesn't bother me because I don't want to get bothered and I don't want to create confrontations. So last time I checked, anybody can look at whatever they want. There's no a law and there's no rule against that. Somebody touch you, which happened a couple weeks ago when I was walking. That really, I turned around and said, "Don't fucking touch me, dude. I'm walking." Sense of gay entitlement, but maybe they're drunk or something like that. I remember Marv, rest in peace. He told me something. If somebody ever says, "What are you looking at?" He says, "You just turn right back around and say whatever I want." Like exactly, and leave it at that. And that created a big conflict 3, 4 months ago outside of EP and LPs on La Cienega. But I already talked about that, so let's keep going. So I'm doing what I call a circuit. I have a route that I take, um, and it goes around a lot of the bars and the nightclubs. I used to hang out. I don't shy away from telling you that I live in West Hollywood, and it's supposed to be kind of a happening thing, but it's not good for a straight guy trying to meet women. I've seen dudes try to do it. I try to put the odds in their favor, and it's not to say it's impossible, but it's just not like what you're thinking. What I looking for trying to get the fast and easy life in any endeavor usually doesn't side well. It just doesn't. It's just for me anyway. So anyway, I'm coming up. Then I'll tell you where I was. I'll tell you. I'm not scared. The more you open up, the better. It was like Melrose and Robertson. And you turn, and Abbey is on Santa Monica and Robertson on the corner. Now, so remember, I'm walking, and there's like a place. It's closed, and there's these two young black dudes, and they're like, I don't know, they're just standing there on the sidewalk. I'm walking up the sidewalk, And I'm just like, I just don't like to say, move, can you please move? It's on the side. I don't want to engage these people. So I go kind of around me. So I'm walking by, and now, it kind of sore, my feet, my lower back's been, was hurting me because I was starting to do regular squats. For me, kind of head, I push myself, for me, even like 200-pound squats on the Smith machine, lower back. So it's like I'm kind of like a little hobbling around, but the more I walk, it kind of like feels better. The black guy looks at me like he goes like, "Oh, my foot's hurting too." Like that. And I was like, I'm saying to myself, why does the guy got to look at me? Or why does he have to try to say something to me? Like he was trying to engage me in a conversation. And I'm just walking, like just doing my thing, sitting there like so. As I walked by, I decided to say something, and I didn't stop. I said it as after what he said, what he said. I kept walking, and I said it. I'm surprised he heard me, because apparently his ears work, but not what's in between. And so here's what I said. I said, if you concentrate a little bit more on your life instead of mine, you might actually accomplish something with your life. And that dude, whatever that's, it was like I set off. He fucking got like reactive. I just said like if you just concentrate a little more on your, well, I said these people concentrate a little bit more on yourself and not and less on me. You might accomplish something, and that's so true. It's actually a great. It's a fact. Like you're trying to worry about other people. Worry about yourself, man. What are you trying? So the one guy didn't say nothing. He just. But the other guy got offended, and he just. And I overheard what as I was walking away that come after me. Um, if he did, I had I was fully armed with my 200-pound hand squeezer and my mace and my fists. And believe me, what looks sore might can fucking kick him in the face like he would not believe. This guy, he was like an Ethiopian. He looked like 130 pounds. This in trouble. If he would have came after me, because I guarantee he would think like I'm nothing. Like he doesn't understand. Like every day I'm fucking working on power and fighting every day. So with the trick. So the guy would be in a fucking world of hurt. And he just, of course, his natural reactive reaction. He goes, "No, kick your ass, that fucking little beat the hell." You usually it's amazing because the natural reaction is for you to become reactive now because he's still in the fire, and me it's like the, the frustrated that I don't get women, I don't get mad in the area. So like then I would take it out on him. I would have just walked back and said, "Well, come on, let's throw down right now." You know, I can, I can. I mean, believe me, I know how to get under people's skin. I'm a master at that. But again, what does that do for me? It wastes my time. It wastes my energy. You can't go around educating bums, and that's what that guy is. Now take low life bums. I talked about this a couple episodes in the past. They can take all forms, all shapes, all sizes, all people. And this one is just another a generic one, trying to get your attention, trying to do this. Now, this is really important. This is really why I talk about how to deal with these people because the more successful you get, the more likely this kind of shit's going to happen. I mean, people have probably really famous. They have people watching their back. I mean, because there's a lot of people, a lot of suckers out there that would like to get, the attention from these people, or they're jealous or whatever, or they're trying to get something off of them, because they have a lot to offer, especially when they're in the public light. Um, Instead of engaging these people and trying to educate them, they are to be like avoided. They're not worth it. They're losers. And if a fight would have ensued, then great. Then I've got doctoral level classes starting today. Um, I like to hit the gym. I like to focus on me, not some fucking you know jigga low life. Say it in the nicest way, as I can. Um, you know, these people are always going to be out there, the lows. The people trying to get under your skin. And the more, like, if you're a bodybuilder, especially you're a normal looking person. Now again, I'm not like, even like at, 5'9", 170 pounds, even lighter. If you have, if you're very solid muscle separation, you're not going to look like a normal looking person. Um, it's just, you're dude. I've got, like, I've been. I mean, I think trying to think. Once I start writing shit down, like when I start training, that means I'm fucking serious. And there's a big difference between me at 150 pounds, um, which is fairly fit. It's not bad. I don't look like me at 150 anemic. I look okay. Like at 150, okay, dude. At 175, solid. I mean, you're talking about 25 pounds of just about solid. It comes with, the good and the bad, and you shouldn't care. You should think about it like this. If you're in that good condition and you're walking around, you're a billionaire. You're, I look at it like that. In the fitness thing. And I don't boast about it. I don't. I just, I do my thing. People look, they look. I mean, hmm, I went. It's funny. I was at the gym the other day, and there was some hot chicks that were in there. They have like this strip that I can do. I can push the sled on, and I'll tell you one of the tricks that I know that most people don't, because I know a lot of shit that most people don't, because I've been in this on and off. There's a way to push the sled real low, like 4 inches off the ground. And when you push that, you engage a lot more of your lower body. You're pushing it up here. You're using kind of everything, but I'm not there to use kind of everything. I'm there to isolate, and build power and strength through um, specific exercises. Legs can be a very, very tricky area to blow up. Like your leg. Most people, they just don't have. Depending on your genetics, how tall you are and everything. But my gym, all these guys say no, they don't squat. Not everybody, but like I would say 80% of the gym is all upper body stuff. It's and it's, of course, it just shows. What I mean? You're so their look. They have this kind of, you know shape cut. They just have no density. They don't. There's like a generic mold that I would put most of the dudes that go to my gym. They do that stupid thing where they take the Olympic bar and they put it on their abdomen and they go up and down. It's a stupid thing that some moron came up with, and then all these idiots follow suit. And they think that they're getting building muscle that way. They're just not. And you got your, yeah, whatever. I mean, good for them. I don't. I just, how can you not notice? You know, you see people, but I don't focus on them. I focus on me. Um, to you, there's nobody in that gym that has gone from like 150 to 175 in the span of like, just because they bring their phones. They're It'd be funny if they're all talking to each other. These people, these clowns that they'll bring their phones and they're texting in the gym. It'd be funny if they're just all talking to each other. You know, that's what they're doing. They're How can you be focused? Rick Drayson talked about this. How can you be focused on your workouts when you're texting and you're on the phone? You can't. You can't. And you know, you're not going to gains and the kind of progress that I make that quickly because I know what I'm doing, and I am literally, I'm a fucking iron warrior. Um, and again, I'm not as strong as any professional bodybuilders you see, but in my mind, I got a lot of heart. You know, I push really, really hard, and the other people don't, and I don't care about them. So anyway, I just wanted to talk how to. So again, I know I got off topic with this, but when you're dealing with with most people, a low life, especially, don't lower yourself to their level. I know it's hard. You know, you want to stand up, everything like that. But you think about what are you gaining off of it? You can't go around. There's so many idiots out there, and you can't educate them. You can't educate. You can't teach stupid time in this life. You got to just focus. You know, you got to be selfish. You got to. I was at this Andre Spaghetti place. Some like Mexican guy. He was with his wife, and he looked at me and he gave me kind of a look like, you know, you ain't nothing. I'll kick your ass, kind of thing. I didn't say anything. I mean, I'm like just there just to get food, you know. And listen, there's a lot of dudes that don't like bodybuilders. They just they maybe when they were young, um, you know, they they knew how to fight or something. It's not a, I don't know what it is. It's like, or they're seeing something that they don't have the time trying to like test you, or but not testing you. Like 75 buys, or you know, really, they're gonna, you know, if you're walking around now, it's harder for somebody to lift a 100 pound dumbbell than it is for somebody to say, "I'll kick your ass," you know. So you know, I would, because you know, dude, I'm a professional, um, and in a way, borderline, I am, because you know, you're fucking working on a heavy fucking day, and you are a low life and stuff like that. You don't get people that are beneath you. I'll leave you with this. You go down there, good leg workout, and my legs are worn out, I'm tired, you know. I was like, right when I walked by, as I was leaving, he goes, didn't answer, didn't even look at him, didn't answer him. Anybody kind of like that would ask you a stupid question like that, I ignore them. I ignored irrelevant comments. Something like, and somebody tried to just talk. He would not talk to that anybody unless she wants to. For Lopez, she controls who she talks to. Talk to anybody unless she decides to. Anyway, that's how an elite, or they decide to talk to, who to engage. Power. I guarantee these people, they're hard, you know, and all, you know, they got lot to lose, and I know how to, not get into it. It's worth it. Those people fall by the wayside. Those shit talk, the ones that try to get under your skin, those people, they stay and never do. You're becoming something. They're not. They keep you in whatever. Thing, dude, you're a fucking loser. And I notice like that I'm trying, and I'm not doing that. I